And I'm live. Hey, everybody. My name's Tamara Woods. This is my channel where I talk about books and writing. I am incredibly tired. And pardon me for being a few minutes late. Today, we are at the end of the month, so there's some fun things that are happening this weekend. Writers Workshop is this Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern on this channel, and we're going to be discussing Romancing the Beat. So, of course, you are absolutely invited to come. Even if you haven't read the book, we'll be discussing it, giving our perspectives from our different points of view, and we all essentially write different genres. So, we'll be coming at it from those perspectives, and it could give you an idea of whether or not this book is right for you. And also, on Sunday, we, SD Hegyes, aka Sky, and I are doing a 10K Sunday, which, dang, haven't done that one of those in like a year or something. It's been a long time. So, yeah, I have a lot, aka too many projects. So many projects, so many things to get done. So, I'm throwing in a 10K day, and Sky designed our thumbnails for it, and they are really cool. She's going to be hosting the morning one, so we're going to do 2 live streams. Other times we would do like a whole string of live streams for the entire day. Here's the thing. I have noticed that personally, and I can't speak for everyone, but personally, when I do live streams, I tend to not write as many words. Can you hear me okay? I tend to not write as many words. So because I'm trying to keep track of, who's chatting in the chat and make sure that people are still engaged and all that good stuff. So it makes it a little difficult. And I really want to get this 10K in. I'm dedicating the day to Beachbound 2, Bailed Out, and I really want to finish this draft. And I feel like if I take 10K and just focus on that story, that I'll be able to do it in a day. So we're going to have 2 different streams, one to start and one to end the day. She is now over, she Central? No, she must be Pacific. No. No, she's Mountain Time now. Yeah, she's 2 hours behind me, I think. Sky, I wish you were here. I don't know if you'll be here. If I see you, then I'm going to check. I feel like she's in Mountain Time now. So it'll be 9 a.m. Mountain, 11 a.m. Eastern. That'll be the first stream. And then the finishing stream will be at 9 p.m. Eastern here on this channel. And hopefully you will see us hit 10K. So that'll be on Sunday. And Misty Kate bought Romance of the Beat. Thank you. I hope that you find it enjoyable. I think it's pretty short. I think it's like 89 pages or something. I started reading it. I've been like really tired this week, like all week. I'm not sure what's going on. So I was trying to read it yesterday and I literally fell asleep. And it's not because of the book. It's because me. Like, I don't know what's going on. I was so tired. And honestly, everyone in the house was sleeping too. So it was like that super quiet house thing, you know how in LA that'll lull you to sleep, or at least me. No. It's gonna be, they'll each be about like 3 hours. So there's gonna be a huge break in the middle so that we can get work done without doing continuous streaming. Hello, CEO. Thank you. Hello, Elizabeth. How are you? I'm so glad that y'all can join us. I think that Dana is going to be joining us, but I'm not sure. I started, like, normally we'll have some behind the scenes time to chat, but like I said, I've been exhausted and I fell asleep. I had a rough time with my second shot. I'm anemic too. We really are twinning. Mm. I feel like I had upped my iron intake, but maybe I need to up it more. Maybe that's what has me tired. Hmm. It's short, but Misty Kate is liking Romancing the Beat. Excellent. We even chatted about romance on Tuesday at hashtag Write Stuff, where writers talk about writing. I've been hosting that weekly chat for like 4 or 5 years now. But I had a couple of people a couple months ago who were gracious enough to volunteer to host some chats. So nowadays I host like 2 a month, and it's nice. It's nice because then there's a different perspective that you get to interact with. And because I was feeling like I was kind of constantly asking the same questions or something. I don't know. Sometimes you add a little spice by bringing in something new. Okay, let's throw up the Force app. I guess this first sprint we'll try 15 minutes. Hey Debbie, how you doing? Oh man. I'm tired of feeling tired. It's very annoying. But yeah, so that's what's going on. Like on this channel this weekend. And then tomorrow, my spicy pen name, Bliss Winters, that first book is dropping, which is pretty exciting. And on Saturday, my Vela under Tamara Woods, that will be dropping. So that's like the new thing. I'm still kind of I'm like a little on the boat or whatever. I don't really know how I feel about Vela. I think that is great in concept. I don't feel like it has been supported very well in terms of like, the app being supported on the Kindle store. Like I can't get an app for it on Kindle Fire. That doesn't make sense. How are you going to have a Kindle Vela and then not be able to access it on your Kindle? It's weird. And then that was like the softest launch I've ever seen. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they're really even investing in Kindle Vela or if they really think it's going to be a thing. But I'm trying it out because why not? I feel like it's a good way to kind of experiment and do something different. And it'll keep me writing and putting out something new. So on Fridays I have a spicy one that gets updated, and then on Saturdays is my mystery that involves like cryptocurrency, betrayal, a little bit of love. There's a lot of fun things happening there. Hello, Rita. How are you? So in a couple minutes, we'll do the first sprint. It's 15 minutes long, and if you have the Forest app, there is the code, and you can join us. Misty Kate, I think so too. I think it's always good to experiment. It's good to just try something new. I haven't written a serial like this before, so already that's something different, and it's fun. Already, one thing that I wish was better is that the readers can't leave comments, and that sucks, because kind of the way they had talked about it was that as authors, we would be able to have communication with the readers, right? So in my mind, I had pictured it being kind of like Wattpad, where you post an episode and then your readers can give comments and tell you how they think about it and like how that makes you feel, their guesses for next time. And then you would be able, if you so desire, to like, course correct. Maybe someone has an idea that you feel is going to work better, or maybe they have figured it out too early, so you change things to make it a little different. um and you can see that when you're, because people were able to like upload their episodes fairly early, so when you're reading it and you get to the end, you can see that a lot of the authors have asked questions at the end and like, leave in the comments what you think or whatever. So there was an expectation that there would be comments, but there's not. So I think that's a fail. Cryptics, crypto, and criminals. Oh yeah. Hello, JC. How are you? I'm glad that you're here. So let's get started on this first sprint. I need it to loosen up, get my mind right, because I'm only halfway here. I'm still super sleepy, even though it's 1 p.m. here. So let's hit it. Are you ready to? Whoa! We are just getting ready for our first sprint.
Awesome.
Would you like to join the app?
Yes. Do, 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 do,
Very cool.
do. And 3, 2, here comes me.
I was like, all right, there's a data. Yay! Yeah, as I said earlier, I was like, a data might be showing up.
Yeah, we have a family friend who's coming over, so I had to clean the bathroom.
Mm,
It's not it's the kids' bathroom, which is why I had to clean it because you know,
yeah,
yeah,
I
kids
get it.
yeah, kids do what kids think's best. Hi, hi, CJ. How are you? Hello, Misty. Good morning.
All right.
Awesome.
All right, let's hit it. We're going to have 15 minutes on the clock. We're going to try to finish one thing. I'm going to try to finish like a paragraph. So let's do this. All right.
We can do it.
We can do it. One thing. We got this. In 3, 2, 1, start. We grew a tree.
Okay. I'm like, did this just happen, or am I just like lost in time and space?
How'd you do? What'd you do? Let us know in the comments down below. Hey, Barrett. How are you today? Glad you can make it.
Good morning.
Hello, Haley. I'm using today to work through some CEUs for massage therapy renewal license due next week. Always good to wait till the last minute. I feel that.
I know. I'm like, I think you're singing our song.
Hello, Morgan. Well, thank you for hopping over here.
Yeah. Speaking of which,
Spence, hello.
I should probably go over there and show some love to our stream this morning. We are so awake.
That is so true, Barrett. Thank you for reminding folks to hit that like button. 1 like for Tam equals 1 like for Bliss Winters. Get out. Get out. Let's see. So I am writing a story for Medium, and I just added 154 words to it at least. So it's at 381 now.
Awesome. I am making sure that all of my social medias are correct on my link tree. Well, on Ava Fox's link tree. I'm like, I have to make that clear.
Well, it's good. It's good to check things out.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. Oh.
What's up?
Oh, I was just reading Rita Sawyer's comment, typing up notes for the next 2 books in her Carver Ridge Bachelor's series.
Rita is a romance writer.
Awesome. I know. Now I'm like, a whole series dedicated to bachelors.
Eyebrow wiggle. Sounds fun, huh?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. It sounds like a great setting for romance. Have you ever seen a musical called 7 Wives for 7 Brothers?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That was my introduction to what romance was. And to this day, I still think it's a cute musical, way outdated, but it's still it's still a lot of fun.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, because I grew up with older people who liked watching older musicals. So yeah, that was my introduction to this is romance.
Oh man. What was my introduction to romance? I think stealing one of my mom's romances and reading them.
No, I'm good, thank you.
BBNBBD. All right, cool. So as usual, using this Forest Room app, there's the code if you want to grow a tree with us.
Oh, okay. I can do it. I thought I was gonna need to leave my phone available. You know how like sometimes you're setting up your social medias and some of them will let you uh, do everything from your phone, but occasionally you get one that they're like, or no, it's backwards. Occasionally you can't do it from your laptop,
Mm.
and that's what I'm dealing with. So I was like, oh, am I gonna have to leave my phone open? All right, I'm in. I'm in.
Awesome. There's a lot of love for seven. Oh, fuck. There's a lot of love for the musical that you mentioned. Oh my god, I'm so sleepy
Oh,
in the comments.
awesome.
Seven Brides for Seven Brothers.
Yep. Awesome. I'm glad I'm not alone. Yay!
With Baird, Pretty Woman, and Dirty Dancing. Clearly, my parents didn't understand the movie's rating system.
Right? I
Ah, good.
Oh, I was gonna say I was allowed to watch Dirty Dancing, um, because there was no like visual, the big S word. And I was way too young to understand what the drama was about. But Pretty Woman, I had to wait until I was 15 to watch Pretty Woman because, they didn't want me turning out to be like a pretty woman. No. They had to protect my innocence.
I didn't really understand what was happening there, so I don't think you probably would have either.
Yeah, no.
Um, well, with Dirty Dancing, I watched it on TBS, and TBS censors things, or at least they did then. So it was years before I truly knew what was happening. I
Mm-hmm.
was like, oh, it was an abortion. I thought she was real sick.
Right, right. Like I didn't get it either. And then as an older, like young adult, old teenager, I watched it again, and that's when I was like, oh, because that was a big topic that my grandparents made sure was not spoken about, and the fact that they would let me watch this show or this movie, and yeah, so I was like, holy cow. But I was also told that that is not the best way to find a husband. So apparently going out to a ranch with some dirty cowboys is a great way to find a husband. But
Huh.
dancing, no, it's off. It's off. Don't go to summer camp and fall in love with the help. That's not how it works.
uh, there's some good stuffs being mentioned here. Princess Bride,
Oh,
Romancing the Stone. I loved that movie. I don't
I,
know how it would hold up nowadays, but I
I
loved it.
that's the one with Kirk Douglas is in it, right?
Hmm.
Yeah. I've seen bits and pieces of Romancing the Stone, but I haven't watched the whole thing through. So that could be on my movies to watch list.
ABC, how are you? Glad you could join us. We are about to get into a 20-minute sprint, 20 minutes on the clock. So get ready, y'all.
Yeah.
I have some stuff to finish, and I also need to do some newsletters. So
Mm. Yeah. No.
good
I you
times,
know,
good times.
I'm so glad that I like just let that come out because it's been like I have always thought since I was raised like primarily by my grandparents and my older aunts and uncles that like I was the only one in my age bracket that was like forced to watch these movies and these musicals and everything. Oh, Crybaby.
Ooh,
Crybaby. My grandmother chaperoned me watching the movie Crybaby with Johnny Depp, and she would literally like stop the movie and then explained to me why whatever they were doing on the screen was not appropriate behavior for children their age. And I was like, okay, they're like riding a motorcycle, so what? And then as an adult, I was like, oh, they're not just riding that motorcycle, are they?
But that's the thing. As a kid, a lot of that stuff doesn't register.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and it was okay. Last story of my strange life for now. Um, not Dirty Dancing, Grease, the musical Grease. We were watching the musical Grease, and my mother-in-law had just adopted 6 children who had a very rough background. Okay, so they knew a world that she had never even spent like 2 minutes in. And the oldest one was 15, and she was like, oh, that's so cool, the girl goes from being a prissy goody two shoes, and now she gets the man and everything. And my mother-in-law was so angry that that was the takeaway that she got from the musical Grease. She literally pulled the VHS out of the machine that it plays in, VCR, and like snapped it in half with her bare hands. And I was just like, holy crap, what is happening here?
All
Oh,
right, we're gonna do a 20-minute break.
crazy. It was crazy.
You
But yeah,
guys, that's I don't even know what to do with that. All right, so
I
20
know.
minutes on the clock. At least get one thing done. I believe you. I know you can do it. Let's get this going in 3, 2, 1. Oh my god, go. We grew a tree. We grew a tree. How'd you do? What'd you do? Let us know in the comments down below. Let's see. What were you guys talking about? Have you watched Teen Witch, Dana?
No, I don't believe so. But guess what? It's on my list. I almost prefer like 80s and 90s shows. Like they make good programs. They make really good like reboots sometimes.
Sometimes.
But I do like the the oldies, the goodies. Yeah, we'll stick with that.
Morgan got through editing another chapter.
Yay!
Sky, I was talking about you earlier. I couldn't remember. What is your time zone? Are you in Mountain Time now?
I thought she was still in Central because yeah. No.
I'm not sure because she's our stream on Sunday. It'll be 11 a.m. my time, and I thought that she said it was going to be 9 her time, but I'm not positive.
Well, then if it's 9 her time, 11 your time, she is in Central because Mountain is only 1 hour. No, shoot.
No, Mountain's 1 hour from you.
Right.
Central's 1 hour from me. So I think she's in Mountain Time.
I think you're right.
Hey, Jacob. Hello. Hi, thank you for joining us. Jacob is Sarah's. Is he her nephew? Yeah, that's what I thought. All right, cool. And sometimes he graces us with his presence, and it's very cool. Yeah. Hey, Wendy. Good to see you. BC is lurking today. Ooh, you're working on your website redesign. That is something that I will be working on next week.
Yeah, it's interesting. Okay. See, you're so smart when it comes to time zones. Well, my
Montana mountains.
My sister just moved to Colorado, and they're in Mountain Time, so they're an hour ahead of me. But in the winter time, we'll be the same time zone because right now I'm the same time as California. Which is why we just need to get rid of this daylight savings thing because I'm sitting here in Arizona like, well, what zone am I in now?
What did you work on?
I sent a message to PayPal because I just realized that my PayPal account is not Ava Fox 301. That's what I was going to talk about. That's what I was going to say. There are 3 of us right now in this stream who are actively rebranding, updating, or whatever. And we don't really talk about like how and why an author might rebrand themselves. This is not my idea. This was an idea, or this was a thing that was brought up yesterday when Amy and I were talking about my upcoming exciting rebranding thing, and I was like, yeah, because we did that workshop about creating an author platform, and then how many times have I mean, I can say at least 3 times I've had to rebrand myself because sometimes you pick a thing and it just doesn't work out for you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, maybe that didn't make any sense to anybody else, but you know what I'm saying, right? You speak my language, right?
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Well, I am rebranding, or at least I'm I don't know if it's a rebrand as much as an update. My
Mm-hmm.
website, because it's outdated. It's incredibly outdated. I'll
Right.
show y'all so you can see. And I still like it, but it's not giving what it needs to give at this point.
Right. Hold on.
So as you can see, it's Tamara Woods, author of The Shaping of an Angry Black Woman, which is the poetry collection that I released in 2014. And if you look at the tabs at the top, we have the home, of course, about me, my books, which only includes two. The publish, where I was published in an anthology, and it doesn't include the other anthologies that I've been in. Four writers. I think does this connect to, where does this connect to? Yeah, this connects to the Reverie Journal, which was an online poetry zine that I ran for a couple years. That is no longer happening. But we would have poetry prompts, and this updated. And then for poets, again, the Reverie, this was the issue 1 that we made that was cool. And Poets on the Page, which I can't even remember what that was.
I have read The Making of an Angry Black Woman, and it was very good.
Thank you.
I do recommend it. But you can't like sit down and read it all at once, because you really do pour your emotions and how you are feeling into your work. So it's like, oh wow, that's deep. I gotta let's go get me some coffee.
Well, it takes a lot. It took a lot out of me. But yeah, so this was from 2015, and that's why things like Pinterest and Google Plus are listed here. It doesn't mention anything about the cozies at all. There's not even a hint of it here. Everything, like, this was all when I was doing poetry and women's fiction. So it's an absolutely, the vibe's wrong.
Right.
So that's why I need to update that. It is
Well,
so outdated.
I wonder if it like it is kind of like a rebranding, because you're you're not doing poetry anymore. It's something you can do, but you're not really doing it. So you're going to have more of your cozies. So your colors are going to change, and you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, I'm not calling it a rebranding because it's just going to match everything I already have.
okay.
Like,
So,
that's
like
the, yeah, it's just an update.
right.
What are your thoughts on someone having their website label something else besides their author name? Oh, here we go. For instance, when I first bought my domain name, I put it as Flip and Scribbler, and it hasn't changed, though I'm using the W.A. Roberts on my books. The only thing that I would be concerned with is that it would be harder for people to find you.
Yeah. And if as long as you own your domain name, I believe you can change it to W.A. Roberts so that everything matches, because essentially you want everything to match. That's why I'm contacting PayPal, because I don't want people to go buy a book from me off of my PayPal and they see Dana Gaulin, but they're looking for Ava Fox. Not that, they wouldn't know, but yeah, you definitely want everything to match. And it's taken me 5 years to finally get that.
That's okay.
Yeah, I know.
It takes as long as it takes.
Yeah, but that's another part of the whole author platform building is, sometimes you need to redefine yourself or re-update yourself. But yeah, find out if you own your domain name, and if you do own your domain name, then see, you should be able to change it to W.A. Roberts.
So I said I rebranded from my married name to this name a few years ago, and I'll be rebranding myself from a PNR author to a general fantasy author soon. Will it be a big jump to go from PNR? Would that be paranormal romance to fantasy?
I don't know. I mean,
Well, I'm asking Sky.
well, right. I know you're asking Sky, but I'm not entirely sure, like, as far as the two genres are concerned, if there's a huge difference. I guess she'll let us know.
Yeah, 'cause I don't really know how that would look. My stuff was so different that it required an entirely new persona. So I don't, with the Bliss stuff, I'm not really trying to create like a new character.
Yeah.
That I thought about that, and I think that would be entirely too exhausting to try to create a brand new persona.
Yeah.
So it's just like me, but with the sex amped,
Yeah.
essentially.
I was gonna say I really wanted to I really want to distinguish the two, Ava Fox and Dana Gaulin, from each other, because I do have published work that's not available under Dana Gaulin, but I'm having a whole lot of fun with Ava Fox. And so since I'm focusing 99% of my energy on the erotica genre and building that social media, and I'm having a ton of fun, I'm like, you know what? I'm having so much fun with this, and my following is growing, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna stick with this for a little while and put Dana back in the closet. But it is. I mean, you've been watching me go down this journey for a while, and it's exhausting at times, and it's like, should I do this or should I not? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot to think about, and especially when you're starting from scratch.
Mhm.
I had forgotten how many things needed to be created, you know?
Yep.
So Sky answers us, not a big jump because PNR is a subgenre of fantasy, but then I won't be stuck as a PNR author and can write fantasy and urban fantasy as well. So it'll be like flexibility. I'll only be updating my logos and saying fantasy author instead of paranormal romance author. That's pretty much it. Not a big change, just means updating a lot. I can dig it.
Okay.
That's very cool though. You'll have more flexibility, which who doesn't want that
Yeah.
within their author career?
Yep. That's why we are indies, so we can have all that flexibility.
That's why I'm doing it. Oh, there's a Forest Room app code on the screen in case you're not looking at us and you're just listening. If you want to grow a tree with us.
Hold on, I gotta. Well, I mean, you can start. If I don't get there before when you're ready to start, go ahead and start without me because I have to enter this code.
Yeah, enter the code. Make sure that I've written it correctly. That my little touch of dyslexia hasn't screwed something up. Just a little touch, a little sprinkle for flavor.
All right, let's see. Oh, it's not just you. It's not just. Remember the other day we were sitting there working and I was reading over some stuff and I was like, why is it that this dyslexic text is so much easier for me to read?
Mm.
Oh yeah. And there have been lots of times, I don't know if people catch on or not, but there have been tons of time where I have been on a live stream and suddenly it's like, wait, no, that's not right. That's
like, yeah, that doesn't work out.
yeah. But it's nice knowing that it's not a negative thing anymore. It's like everybody's like, oh yeah, okay, that's cool, I get it. You switch numbers without noticing that you do because, you know, 6s, 9s, and 3s all
Oh man, they make moves for me. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
y'all move too fast.
I always got confused with threes and E's,
Mm, threes and
especially,
E's.
yeah, like because my teacher, you write a three and it's all like bubbly, but then she would write the same bubbly thing for an E, just the opposite direction. And
Right.
so I'd be like, I don't know. So yeah,
Yeah, stuff like moves for me.
yeah,
And I did not realize that for the majority of my life.
yeah,
And I would struggle with math and I had no idea because the the other stuff came so easily, but the math was like
yeah,
it was rough.
yep,
I would be in tears doing math homework. It
yep.
was so hard. And then once I got with the math magician and he would point out where I was doing a math problem and he'd be like, "Hey, like this is supposed to be that. You like switch these."
Mhm.
And I started noticing a pattern. I was like, "Damn, I wasn't stupid."
Yeah,
It was just my brain doing things. Ah,
yeah.
this could have been so much easier on me if I
Oh
would
yeah,
have known.
yeah. Well, and it's yeah, and I was the same exact way. I would cry, and back when we were in school, teachers didn't have to be nice. And I had a math teacher. His name was Mr. Peel. He never wore socks. I don't know why, but it was, yeah, it was that weird thing that I picked up on, about him. But he had this very loud and commanding voice, and I just did not get it. And I don't know, I don't think he did it intentionally, but he would make me feel like the dumbest person on the planet, because
Mm.
he would make comments like, "Well, I've told you 6 times now, Dana. What more do you need?" And I'm like, 8.
Right? Like, I definitely at least need 7.
Yeah,
Definitely 7.
yeah, yeah.
Uh,
And but now we've understood that children's brains function differently. Not every child learns the same, and so I'm glad that we've updated our learning process, our education system. It still needs some work, but
yeah. It still it still needs more updates, but at least we're starting to see where kids have learning disabilities more more than just laziness.
yeah,
Ugh. All right. Enough
let's do
about
this.
me and my weird brain. Let's get into it. 20 minutes on the clock. We are going to finish at least one thing. We are going to save our stuff and we are going to hydrate and we are going to get this together because we can do it. I have faith in you. Mm, delicious water. Let's go in 3, 2, 1. Bright stuff. We grew a tree. How'd you do? What'd you do? Let us know in the comments down below. I am going to finish this sentence while Dana lets us know what she did.
I um I finally updated all my links on my link tree, and now I'm about to check on Patreon to see if I have been accepted or rejected. Oh, it did dawn on me that um, there might be something that uh, might be a red flag for them, because certain verbiage.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I that ad for the ad for Bliss was not surprisingly turned down from Facebook,
Mm.
probably because of the cover, but
Yeah. Yeah.
can't be showing no booties.
I know. Imagine, imagine for once if social media treated adults like adults and allowed us to think for ourselves what we do and do not want to see.
So yeah, I wrote about 300 words on this story.
Mhm. Very cool.
Spence is almost finished editing the pictures she took of her aunt and 15 grandkids. Wow.
Oh, wow.
I had to slog through nearly 300 photos, so many kids. Holy moly.
Yeah, no kidding.
We need 253. Nice. And fully realizing that I'm rambling because I don't know how to kill a dead witch.
Wait, what?
How?
I
How?
don't know how to kill a dead
Dead
witch.
witch.
So, did she, is she a, I'm like, is she a poltergeist witch? Like,
Hmm.
I mean, I've heard that if you still have the witch's heart somewhere and she's dead, that you destroy the heart and then the dead witch dies for real, because she can still, as long as her heart is like intact, she can still do stuff from the grave. um
Yeah, that was played out in that oh crap. What was
Witch
it
Hunter.
called? No, it was a show that was on ABC. Um that was like the fairy tales.
Oh,
Uh
Once Upon a Time.
well, yeah, Once Upon a Time.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, her spirit has come back to kidnap kids, and the woman has to figure out how to kill the witch to get her kids back. So yeah, some finding that heart could do it.
Yeah.
It's an option. I'm sure there's other options, but that's like the one that I immediately thought of too.
Yeah. I mean, all of the witches I've known in my life, like once they're gone, they're gone like everybody else. Maybe they come back as a ghost, but so yeah. Like, I don't know.
Sky is scheduling posts about streams and videos for the rest of the month. Lol. Awesome.
Very cool.
Elizabeth renamed a few characters and wrote 66 words for a class project. Excellent. Her branch of the family is like 50% leftover Catholic sensibilities, 50% blended family, and in some wholesome family vibes from straight up weirdos. But that sounds like fun. I bet you
Yeah.
that shoot was a lot of fun. Anna, hello, hello. Put 68 words to paper. They aren't mine. I put together a collection on my daughter's writing and drawings to turn into a book. That's
Yes.
wonderful.
I'm glad you reminded me of that. Right here, I'm making a note. I need to send you the links. Uh, yes. So this is going to be an amazing tribute, and I can't wait to get a copy of it.
Excellent. I agree, Scott. That it really is a sweet idea. Pretty, pretty cool.
Oh, speaking of which, if uh, if you can't figure out the formatting for this creative adventure, Sky can format stuff. Yeah,
That is true.
I know. I was gonna say I'll
I
have to.
think it's even on her website, if I'm not mistaken.
Ooh.
I think it might be. Oh my goodness. So I had told you about this, Dana, but I'll mention it now to everyone else. So I ordered for the math magician this, like, essentially like a stool that has wheels on it and it can flatten out to be like laying flat so you can roll yourself underneath a car
Right.
because he's in fixing everything mode. And it came today, but it wasn't in a box.
It wasn't like
No, no. They just straight up put the big old thing on the front porch and it had no box. I also ordered a air compressor just in case with the tires that I like to have those kind of things. And it didn't have a box either. And I would like, yeah, so
is
anyone,
Amazon running out of boxes?
dude, I was like, what is going on? Anyone who, if we wouldn't have been home, anyone who was walking past would have been like, hey, I
I
could
need
use
one of those.
that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And just take it off the freaking porch.
Oh
I
man.
was shocked.
Yeah.
It's like, what the
Well,
heck?
Elijah got some lithium ion batteries. I don't know what he's planning on using them for, but I know I'm about to find out. Um, so batteries, little batteries, came in this huge box, and then I thought it was makeup. I thought it was delivered to the wrong place because Billie Eilish is all over the box, and I was like, "Whose is this?" And then they're not even boxing up your stuff. I'm like, oh, Amazon, what's going on?
Second thing, okay, so that was like those, the roller thing was like a big sizable box. The air compressors maybe like this yay big.
Right.
He also bought glue. It's like a, I don't know, it's glue for this keyboard because it's like dying. And it was in a scrubbing bubbles box.
That's
And we were
weird.
like, why? Why? What? I was like, Anthony, you ordered scrubbing bubbles? And he's like, no, why am I? And then it ended up being this glue. So I don't know what's going on. Something weird's happening.
Well, Jeff Bezos must have gone to space and now everything's falling apart. take your phallus shaped spaceship and cash it in for more cardboard boxes.
So weird.
That was the weirdest looking spaceship I've ever seen. And just to see it in the shopping, like I was at the market looking at the magazines and I saw it and I was like, wait a minute, wait. They can put this on like People magazine, but you can't have a Facebook ad?
Right?
Oh man.
Right? Like, come on.
I know.
It's a butt.
I know. I know.
Let's not have a freaking cow, man.
Awesome. There's her website.
Oh, ADHD writer says I finally opened up my draft and started working on it again after a week away. That's always a good feeling.
Yes, it is.
Bum. See, this happened to Wendy too. And it's really terrible when it's like expensive stuff. Like there's a Or just imagine if it was like something that was, personal,
Oh
that
God.
you wanted to be in a box. And that there it is, sitting there in all of its glory on your front porch so your neighbors can know that you might be a deviant.
Did you see? Did you? I want to say I saw it on Twitch, but someone had purchased a personal item, and it came like vacuum wrapped in this black seal in the shape of exactly what it was. And she's like, "Yeah, thanks for discreet shipping."
Oh no.
Oh,
No.
I know. I was like, I would have died if I pulled that out of my mailbox. I
That
would have.
is
I
that is so embarrassing.
Yeah.
Amazon keeps switching my neighbor's packages as well. Ugh, it's crazy.
I don't know what's going on with Amazon.
Personal items not only boxed but also delivered to the neighbor's house. Way to go, Amazon. Oh,
Oh,
that would
oh.
be the worst.
Well, you know what though? That could be that you could turn that into a very comedic uh adventure. Your neighbor shows up and is like, "Hey, they delivered this for me or for you," and you could be like, "Actually, it's a Christmas present for you."
Happy early
uh,
birthday.
right?
You would, I mean, the only thing I would be able to do is just laugh hysterically.
Yeah, yeah,
Laugh and laugh like a Looney Tune.
yeah. When I get nervous, or if I'm in a compromising situation that I immediately can't find a way out of, I just start laughing. Yeah, all of a sudden I just start laughing. Nobody knows why. It doesn't matter. It's giving me time to think.
I do appreciate the hardcoreness of FB ads because those things are aggressive and I have ads for things I actively hate and I can't make them stop. Well, if you tell them that you don't want it, then why are they still showing the stuff to you? Hmm. I mean, that sounds like a Facebook problem. It's weird, but I had a feeling that the ads wouldn't work anyway. I just wanted to see if I could get away with it.
How much
I could
pushback?
not.
Oh, do you remember last night when I put the little splash thing over the faces to kind of like conceal my upcoming books?
Hmm.
What if you did something like that? Like if you find can like put a creative censored over her booty, but not like make it fun so that you could still see some of the booty, but not the whole booty.
I'm gonna have to if
Yeah.
I'm gonna make an ad. Maybe I'll do it and have it just be for the uh the launch rather than the pre-order
Yeah. Yeah, because I was gonna say,
because it
don't
launches
give up.
tomorrow. So
Yeah. I'm like, don't give up. We've got to find a way to stick it to the man. Okay? We're gonna find a way. Sex workers unite.
yeah, erotica writers are considered sex workers.
Yes. Yes. And you know what? After I found that out, after I was like given that label, I that is the moment that I was like, okay, all right, then I'm gonna embrace it, and I'm bringing Ava Fox out, and she is gonna be front and center, and here we go. We're doing this.
We're doing it.
We're doing it.
In case you weren't paying attention, there's a Forest app room code on the screen. And we are going to start another sprint in like a minute so that we could get some stuff done
I will.
today.
Thank you. Uh,
So,
what is happening here? I don't
what's
know.
wrong?
Oh, I don't know if it said that I was already in there or if it was from the other room, but I'm gonna come back anyway. I should ask Mr. Man. So, what's it like being married to a sex worker?
I feel like he might have issues with the phrasing.
No, you'd be really surprised. Like at first, when I was like, "Hey, did you know that I'm technically a sex worker?" He just looked at me and he was like, "Yeah, right." And now we play with it and make jokes about it and everything. But I was really surprised. It just,
Yeah, right, he says.
yeah,
No, it's true. I'm doing it.
I know.
All right, y'all. Let's let's make these moments count. We got 20 minutes on the clock. So you are going to do what you need to do. You're going to save it. You're going to drink some water, stretch if you need to. We're going to get this done. You're going to at least finish one thing, and I know you could do it. Let's get it in 3, 2, 1. Right stuff. We grew another tree. How'd you do? What'd you do? Let us know in the comments down below. This could be the last sprint. It's all up to y'all whether or not you want us to do another one. Sako dropped a like. Thank you, Sako. Thanks for being here. Or if you are gone already, thanks for coming.
Right.
So, Anna, random question. Can you generate a QR code to link to a YouTube page in a book? I would like to give people access to some of her videos. I think so. There's free QR code generators, and I feel like as long as it's some sort of link that they can they should be able to generate it. I think so, but I haven't tried doing that, so I'm not working from personal experience.
I'm like, is there a reason, like a specific reason why you want to use a QR code? I'm only asking because if you're going to put it on a YouTube channel, it might just be easier to send out the link for the YouTube channels. I don't know. Dun, dun, dun.
Wendy's going to have to rewrite this whole chapter, not to mention a ton of backtracking throughout the story. I hate that.
Yeah.
This is the downfall of pantsing your novel. Fair point. JC, I've switched from working on my novel to working on finishing the editing of my video going up later today. You always do that. That's nice, though. Now it's like you multitask. Our streams become multi-purpose for you. Sako's in it for some more sprints. Just got here.
Yeah, I can totally do one more. It's hot here, so I'm not in any rush to go do the other things I need to do today. I'm like, I'm like, what hot is it today? We're under an excessive heat watch, but we were under an excessive heat watch yesterday, and it was only 102, which is not excessive for us. Yeah, and it's saying that
only 102. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I'm like, this is ridiculous. It's like excessive heat warning. It's 100 degrees. I wonder if it's because we have all this humidity that we're not accustomed to having. Maybe that's why
you're like more tired than usual and stuff.
Maybe, yeah. I don't know. It's weird.
So we have focus for 75 minutes today, y'all. So it sounds like you all are down for another sprint, and I know I am, so I'm gonna. Oh, and my story, we're at 1,272 words, whereas when I started, there was like 250. So.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. But we're still not at like the smexiness.
I know. I know. Like I'm working on a project that's like 2,500 words, and it's had some playful smexy parts so far, but the real thing, I'm finally getting to the part where I could be like, okay, it's going to happen. And then I'm like, oh, okay, I need to describe and add and now. Well, wait a minute.
Right? Like this one is she's like an international super spy.
I love the Backyardigans. I miss Minnie Monster was singing Backyardigans songs with me. I'm like, I miss no, it's good. I don't want to go back there, but
then you'd have to go all through the teenage years again.
Oh God.
Mm-hmm. You don't want
I
that.
take it back. We'll just sing silly songs together.
Oh no. Wendy said their AC went out at the beginning of the spring and the two window units are no longer cutting it. 100-degree
Oh,
weather. Ugh. I don't know what the temperature is here, but listening to everybody is making me feel very hot.
oh man, I couldn't imagine. Oh, I thought I was gonna say I thought Wendy was up in the northwest. Maybe not. Maybe that was someone else. But well, everywhere on the continent has been having ridiculously crazy hot summer this year.
So it's 90 degrees here and it feels like 99.
Because of all the humidity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's only 100 degrees here, but because of all the humidity, it feels hotter than what it. I don't know.
I probably because you
Yeah.
guys are used to a dry heat, yeah.
Yeah, very low humidity. We're talking like 15% humidity, and now we're like a lot. Okay, when an Arizonan actually has to get a napkin to wipe the sweat off of their face, they panic. They're like, what's happening? Because usually it's so dry that when you're sweating, it immediately evaporates and you don't have any issues with it. But there have been several times where I've been like sitting in my car with the AC on and I'm like wiping my face, like, where the heck is all this coming from?
Oh my gosh. In Honolulu, I was constantly just, I had like napkins from every single fast food
Yep.
in the glove box so I could just be like
Oh,
all the
yeah.
time wiping my face. It's so hot.
That's,
Wendy is in Texas.
oh, okay. That's right. Okay. Yes. Well, then Wendy probably knows. If she's in Eastern Texas, she knows a lot about humidity. And if she's in Western Texas, she knows exactly what I'm complaining about with the whole sweating and Texas is that fun state.
Spence, where are you in the world?
She's in the Northwest.
Okay, so she's in the Pacific Northwest.
I'm pretty sure.
That's what I was thinking, but heck, I don't know.
Yeah. I think I mixed Spence and Wendy up sometimes because I mix everything up.
That's all right. Hmm. We're gonna have to. This is probably gonna be the last sprint for me because I need to let the math magician work on this keyboard.
Yeah, and I gotta go do some adult stuff.
Oh, I could
I
also use
know.
something to eat.
Oh,
I
you
think
know
about
what?
it.
Mr. Man's friend brought over donuts. I think these are
Oh,
supposed to be like Boston's.
mmm.
Yeah, Bavarian cream filled, and he also got iced fluff filled bars. I think they're supposed to be like, I don't know. I don't know what they are, but of course, Mr. Man set them on my desk, and I was like, I don't bring them all to me. I'll eat them all. What are you doing?
Right? Like,
I have no compulsion control. Okay, what are you
mmm,
doing?
delicious. I'm gonna have leftover pulled pork, some sandwiches.
That's what I need to make some pulled pork because that sounds yummy.
Mhm. All right,
Super
you guys.
yummy.
So this is going to be our last one for this afternoon. It's 20 minutes. You're
Mhm.
going to at least get one thing done. I know you could do it. I have faith in you. Don't forget to drink your water. It's very important to keep dehydrated. Let's get this done. In
Let's
three, two, one, right stuff. we grew a tree. How'd you do? What'd you do? Let us know in the comments down below.
I got down on the floor and snuggled with Atala.
Oh, is she having a bad day?
Yeah, that, they all are. Like, I woke up this morning, and every day when I wake up and I come out, they are there to greet me and they're excited to see me. And today, they're very like sedated almost. Like they're not.
It's that heat.
Yeah, yeah. I think I'm going with it's the heat. Like I even asked Mr. Man, I was like, "What'd you do to them?" And he's like, "I didn't do anything to them." Well, this isn't right.
Right. This isn't how they act.
I know. I'm like, this is not. When I get up in the morning, it's like I'm the queen of the castle because they're all like, "Yay, she lives!"
Right. She's still here.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm gonna say it's the heat.
I'm at 1,563 words with this story. I was probably going to get to like 2,200 or something like that.
Yeah.
So, but we finally have gotten to sexy times.
Awesome.
Yeah. And I think that this is going to be a series because I like this character and I want to see how I can spin out this storyline.
Okay.
So, because right now she is about to seduce the man that she is supposed to murder.
Ooh.
But she's not sure if it's actually him or someone else.
Bum, bum, bum.
So what will she do? Well, she definitely will seduce, but what about the other thing? Matilda brainstorming a new story idea when I'm supposed to be outletting, as you do. Of course. That is the way. That is the way the brain likes to play.
Outwitting? No.
Outwitting. I've heard of this word. What does it mean?
It is not in my vocabulary. I always have to sit back and make fun of myself a little bit because I'm like, I'm a pantser, which I don't even like that word. I'm a discovery writer. I write into the dark.
Yeah, there's better ways to say it than pantser. Yeah. Pantser makes me feel like I'm about to moon everybody.
Yeah, or like be that jerk in high school that would run around pulling people's drawers down, and that's not cool. And but I do typically have like a skeleton outline. Like I know who my characters are. I know what I want to happen. So I can't. I guess but I'm not. I've seen some incredibly detailed outlines where basically the book's written already. You just have to add to it. But that's not me.
That's not me either. I when it's a longer story, I'll have some idea of things and I kind of plan like if I'm finishing my writing for today, I'll plan what I'm gonna be writing about tomorrow.
Okay.
But like having an entire plan from beginning to end, no, I don't do that. I have I usually start with a scene of some sort because the scene will pop up in my head, and then I'll take whatever character is predominantly in that scene and try to figure out like who they are and stuff about them. But yeah, for the most part, I'm just going with my gut. Like this story, all I knew was that I wanted her to be an international super spy and that she was going to be like a Black Widow type of character.
Okay.
So that's what I was working with. And everything else, I'm just going with it as it happens.
Right.
So we'll see what happens. I don't know. I don't want her to get killed, but she might get injured. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen to her.
Oh yeah.
It might get crazy.
Yeah. It's definitely gonna have to get crazy. Oh, like, mm-mm. Not gonna say it right now. I'll tell you about it later.
Sounds good. All right, we're about at the top of the hour, and that was our last sprint for the afternoon. So, if you'd like to tell the folks who you are, where they can find you. Oh, I do not think that I have your link in the description.
I have it right. I have it right here. I've been working on it. If you wanna.
Yeah, toss it at me and I'll put it up in there.
All right. Let me.
My bad, y'all.
It's up. It's okay.
I
They
pretty
know.
much I just I scheduled this at the beginning of the week and I didn't update it today.
Well, that's because typically I send you a text message whether or not the bed has allowed me to leave it or not. So, on that note, I am Dana Gaulin. I am a prisoner of my bed sometimes, and that's okay. I also write erotica under my pen name Ava Fox 301. She's about to come out and be amazing. And you can find me at my link tree or at my current website, danagollinwrites.com. Some big changes are coming, so
Bill changes.
that's right.
But and I just updated the description box so you can reload it and then you will have access to her link tree. So let's see. My name is Tamara Woods and I'm a cozy mystery author. I also write some spicy things under my pen name, Bliss Winters. Bliss is launching a book tomorrow on the Amazon. So if you're interested, if you'd like to read erotica, please go check it out. If you don't like to read erotica, you can check it out, but you're under no obligation to buy. It will be in Kindle Unlimited. So if you have a subscription to that, then it would be, free. In addition to that, under Tamara Woods, I am launching a Kindle Vella on Saturday, and that one is called A Token Betrayal. There will be a couple of episodes there, so you can check that out. And Bliss has a story in Kindle Vella as well. On Saturday, we're going to be doing writer's workshop, and we're going to be discussing Romancing the Beat, which is pretty much talking about how to write romance. If you are not a romance writer, you can join us anyway because we're going to be discussing how we can apply what we've learned to our different genres as we do. Because that has been the goal of this summer of genres, if you will, which is going to, I think, go into a fall of genres. Because I've been enjoying learning how to do these different genres and learning new things that has been helpful.
Yeah.
And then on Sunday, Sky and I are doing a 10K Sunday, and we would love for you to join us. She's going to be hosting the first round of sprints at 11 a.m. Eastern, and then I will be doing the last round at 9 p.m. Eastern on my channel. And in between, we're probably going to like tweet stuff and keep you updated on how our writing's going. But doing the whole entire day of sprints, I have noticed, at least with me, that I tend to not get the 10K. And I really want to get the 10K in because I want to finish Bailed Out. I want to finish this book. I want to move on to other dang on books. I have a lot of things to write.
That's right.
So that's all that we're doing this weekend. And it's a lot. There's, of course, if you want to support any of my endeavors, I have a Patreon and I would love to reach 50 patrons by the end of the year, and you can help me do that. Thank you to everyone who's already there. I appreciate you. You're amazing. And if you would like to support me in that way, again, there's a link in the description. Join my cozy community. Or if you just want to toss me a freaking enough to get me a coffee, there's a Ko-fi down there. All right. I feel like that's more than enough self-promotion. Thank you all so much for being here, whether you're here now or you're watching the replay, because without you, we are just a couple of fools yelling into the darkness.
That's right.
Screaming in the void. So I hope to see you this weekend. Have a great one. Happy writing. Don't forget your water. We will see you in the next one. Bye.